Hello everyone, welcome to this new session, and in this session we will discuss about political ideology, multiculturalism. 10 important questions with explanation and a special question for you, that is your homework question. So don't be late, let's start the session. But before start the session, first we will discuss about our homework question. And your homework question was that who developed the idea of the Gaia hypothesis? So what will be the correct answer? Yes, its correct answer is James Lovelock. Okay. Yes, James Lovelock developed the idea of the Gaia hypothesis. Okay, and the idea of Gaia has developed into an ecological ideology, and that conveys the powerful message that human beings must respect the health of the planet, okay, and act to conserve beauty and resources. And it also contains a revolutionary vision of the relationship between the animate and inanimate world. Okay. And the basis for the Gaia hypothesis is that Earth's biosphere, atmosphere, oceans and soil exhibit precisely the same kind of self-regulating behavior that characterizes other forms of life. Okay. So Gaia is a Greek word, and that means name of the Greek goddess of the earth. Okay. So remember that James Lovelock developed the idea of the Gaia hypothesis. Okay. So this is your homework question. So let me start now today's session. So first question of the session is that question number 1. Who wrote the book Rethinking Multiculturalism? So options are option number A. Will Kimmelika, B. Bhikkhu Parekh, C. Edward Said and D. Michael Sandel. Okay. So correct answer will be option number B. Bhikkhu Parekh. Okay. Yes, Bhikkhu Parekh is an Indian political theorist, and he wrote the book Rethinking Multiculturalism, which is published in the year of 2000. Okay, and in this book he gives a comprehensive view of culture, and he emphasizes cultural interaction and multicultural complexion of each culture. Okay, and in this regard he writes, every culture is internally plural and reflects a continuing conversation between its different traditions, okay, and stands of thought. And this does not mean that it is devoid of coherence and identity, but that its identity is plural, fluid and open, okay, and cultures grow out of conscious and unconscious interactions with each other. And every culture is internally plural and differentiated. Okay. Then question number 2. Who wrote the book Multicultural Citizenship? Options are option number A. Bhikkhu Parekh, B. Will Kimmelika, C. Jeremy Walden and D. James Tooley. So correct answer of this question is that option number B. Will Kimmelika. Okay. Yes, Will Kimmelika is a Canadian political philosopher, and he wrote the book Multicultural Citizenship, which is published in the year of 1995. Okay, and in this book he argued that certain collective rights of minority cultures are consistent with liberal democratic principles, but acknowledged that no single formula can be applied to all minority groups, particularly as the needs and aspirations of immigrants differ from those of indigenous peoples. Okay, and for Will Kimmelika, cultural identity and minority rights are closely linked to personal autonomy. Okay, so next question number 3. Who argue that liberalism and multiculturalism contradict each other? Options are Will Kimmelika, Bhikkhu Parekh, Charles Taylor and Goodin. So correct answer of this question is that option number C. Charles Taylor. Okay. Yes. Charles Taylor is a Canadian academic and political philosopher, and he argues that liberalism and multiculturalism contradict each other. Okay, and he wrote the book Politics of Recognition, which is published in the year of 1994. Okay, and in this book he argues that liberalism and multiculturalism are opposed to each other. Okay, and he said that liberalism recognizes individuals in their sameness. Okay, and sameness is the core element of liberalism. Okay. Whereas multiculturalism recognizes cultures on the ground of their distinctiveness and differences, and therefore the two cannot be on the same footing. Okay. So Taylor argued that liberalism and multiculturalism contradict each other. Okay. Then question number 4. Who has identified 4 types of multiculturalism? Options are Miku Parekh, Robert E. Goodin, Peter McLaren, and Will Kimilika. So correct answer of this question is that option number C, Peter McLaren. Okay. Yes. Peter McLaren has identified 4 types of multiculturalism, and these are, first one is conservative multiculturalism. Okay. It represents imperialist attitudes. Okay. Then second one is liberal multiculturalism. Okay, and this is the hallmark of liberal multiculturalism is that it is based on the assumption that natural equality exists among different cultures. Okay. Then third one is liberal left multiculturalism. Okay, McLaren noticed in liberal left multiculturalism a tendency to essential culture differences. Okay, then fourth one is critical resistance multiculturalism. And McLaren argues that the basis assumption of critical multiculturalist is that difference is a result of history and hence individual identities are not autonomous, self-constructed and self-determined. Okay. So then next, question number 5. Who makes a distinction between strong and weak version of multiculturalism? Options are Will Kimilika, Miku Parekh, Ayelet Sacher, and Charles Taylor. So correct answer of this question is that option number C, Ayelet Sacher. Okay. Yes, Ayelet Sacher makes a distinction between strong and weak version of multiculturalism, and according to her, strong multiculturalism is centered around group identity and group rights, so much so that group rights provide a group control over its members and it creates immunity from state intervention. Okay. And the weak multiculturalism stands in contrast to strong multiculturalism as it focuses on intra-group complexities and accommodation. Okay, so there are big differences between strong multiculturalism and weak multiculturalism. Strong multiculturalism believes in intergroup conflict and weak multiculturalism believes in intra-group conflicts. Okay, and strong multiculturalism believes in group autonomy and weak multiculturalism believes in accommodation between group and rights. Strong multiculturalism believes in group rights only and weak multiculturalism believes in group and individual rights. Okay. Then question number 6. Who classifies multiculturalism as protective and polyglot? So options are Robert E. Goodin, Will Kimilika, Miku Parekh, and David Hollinger. So correct answer of this question is that option number A, Robert E. Goodin. Okay. Yes. Robert E. Goodin classifies multiculturalism as protective and polyglot. Okay, and he said that protective multiculturalism acknowledges, respects, tolerates, and protects diversity. Okay, and it existence of internal borrowing and appropriation. Okay, and whereas the polyglot multiculturalism celebrates diversity, outside cultures are welcomed, and borrowing between the cultures takes place, leading to assimilation. Okay, then question number 7. Who said multiculturalism can effectively be equated with cosmopolitanism? So options are Will Kimilika, Miku Parekh, Jeremy Waldron, and Charles Taylor. So correct answer of this question is that option number C, Jeremy Waldron. Okay. Yes. Jeremy Waldron is a New Zealand legal and political theorist, and he said that multiculturalism can effectively be equated with cosmopolitanism. Okay. And Waldron has developed a cosmopolitan understanding of multiculturalism that stresses the rise of hybridity. Okay. And Waldron's emphasizes on the fluid, multifarious, and often fractured nature of the human self provided the basis for the development of cosmopolitanism as a normative philosophy that challenges both liberalism and communitarianism. Okay. So next, Question number 8. Choose the correct option. Options are: multiculturalism first emerged in the 1960s in the USA. Then option number B. Will Kimilika gave the liberal theory of multiculturalism. Option number C. Charles Taylor talks about politics of recognition. And option number D. Charles Taylor talks about 3 kinds of minority rights. So there are 4 options for you. And the correct answer of this question is that answer is option number B. Okay, A, B and C are correct. Okay, yes, multiculturalism first emerged in the 1960s in USA. Okay, and Will Kimilika gave the liberal theory of multiculturalism, and Charles Taylor talks about politics of recognition. And Will Kimilika talks about 3 kinds of minority rights. Okay, not Charles Taylor. Okay, and these minority rights are self-government, second one is polyethnic rights, and third one is representative rights. Okay, the next question number 9. There are how many models of multiculturalism? The options are 3, 4, 2 and 1. So correct answer of this question is that option number A, 3 models. Okay. Yes. There are competing models of multiculturalism and each offering a different view of the proper balance between diversity and unity. Okay. And the 3 main models of multiculturalism are liberal multiculturalism, then second one is pluralist multiculturalism, third one is cosmopolitan multiculturalism. Okay, these are the 3 main models of multiculturalism. Okay. Then question number 10. The word hybridization of culture is used by whom? Options are James Walden, Homi Bhabha, Bhikhu Parekh and Charles Taylor. So correct answer of this question is that option number B, Homi Bhabha. Okay. Yes, the word hybridization of culture is used by Homi Bhabha. Okay, and the hybridization of culture is a process where due to the intermingling of people of different cultures, okay, by exposure to other cultures, a person belonging to one culture adopts something from the other cultures, okay, and thus the other gets mixed up with one's culture. Okay, that is the hybridization of culture. Okay, so now this session is over for today. Yes, I just have one special question for you, that is your homework question. And your homework question is that who argues for state protection of cultural identity on the basis of moral pluralism? Yes, this is your homework question, and yes, you can give this answer in comment section and we will discuss about this answer in next session. So till then, stay fit and fine. Thank you.